The psychology of an accumulator. How strategic thinking builds wealth through portfolio mastery. Most people don't fail at building wealth because they lack money. They fail because they lack psychology. They chase, they react, they panic, they celebrate too early, they quit too soon. But there's a different type of individual, an accumulator. The accumulator doesn't move with emotion, they move with intention. They don't ask, how much can I make today? They ask, what can I build that compounds over time? This is the mindset that separates those who touch money from those who control it. Before strategy, before assets, before portfolio management, there must be an identity shift. You are not a trader. You are not a gambler. You are not chasing wins. You are an accumulator of value. An accumulator understands one core truth. Wealth is not created in moments. It is constructed through repetition. This means your job is not to time the market perfectly. Your job is to consistently acquire strong positions in assets that have long-term relevance. The moment you adopt this identity, everything changes. You stop reacting to price. You start respecting positioning. You stop chasing hype. You start studying cycles. You stop thinking short-term. You start thinking in phases. The biggest threat to your portfolio is not the market, it's your emotions. Fear will tell you to sell too early. Greed will tell you to buy too late. And both will convince you that you're making the right decision. The accumulator trains their mind to recognize these emotional traps. When the market drops, the average person feels pain. The accumulator feels opportunity. When the market pumps, the average person feels excitement. The accumulator feels caution. This is not natural behavior. This is trained behavior. And it comes from understanding one thing. Markets move in cycles. Emotions move in waves. If you let your emotions guide your decisions, you will always be late. Accumulation is not random. It is strategic positioning over time. You are building a portfolio like a foundation, brick by brick, layer by layer. An accumulator doesn't ask, is this going to 10x tomorrow? They ask, does this asset deserve a position in my long-term structure? This changes how you buy. You begin to allocate. You begin to plan. You begin to scale in, not jump in. You understand that timing matters less than time in position. Because wealth is not built by catching one move. It is built by holding the right assets long enough for them to mature. Your portfolio is not just a collection of assets. It is a reflection of your thinking. Disorganized mind, disorganized portfolio. Emotional mind, volatile portfolio. Disciplined mind, strategic portfolio. An accumulator builds their portfolio with intention, core positions for stability, growth positions for expansion, speculative positions for opportunity. But here's the key. They never overexpose themselves emotionally to one outcome. Why? Because attachment creates poor decisions. If your entire mindset depends on one asset going up, you are not investing. You are hoping. The accumulator removes hope and replaces it with structure. Markets evolve. Narratives shift. Technologies change. Opportunities rotate. The accumulator does not resist this. They adapt. But they don't adapt emotionally. They adapt strategically. They observe where capital is flowing, what narratives are gaining strength, what sectors are emerging, and then they adjust their positioning accordingly. Not all at once, not impulsively, but gradually, with intention. Because adaptation is not about abandoning your strategy. It's about refining it. Most people underestimate what can happen in 5 years because they are obsessed with 5 days. The accumulator plays a different game. They understand. Compounding takes time. Growth requires patience. Wealth demands consistency. They are not discouraged by slow progress because they know something most people ignore. Small, consistent actions become massive results over time. This is the quiet advantage. No noise, no hype, no pressure, just execution. The psychology of an accumulator can be summarized in a few principles. Think in years, not days. Position, don't chase. Control emotion, don't react. Build structure, not hope. Adapt with intention, not fear. And most importantly, understand that wealth is not something you find, it is something you build. One decision at a time. One position at a time. One disciplined action at a time. So the question is not, can you make money? The question is, can you become the person who knows how to keep it, grow it, and multiply it? Because once you master that, you're no longer participating in the system, you're controlling your place within it.